Dark skin presents hire purchase. Sometimes we need or want to buy some things, but we do not have enough money in our pockets. And that's a good reason that we borrow money by getting into a loan agreement with a person or an organization. The amount paid back is more than the amount borrowed. And that's exactly where the lenders make their money from. And the extra amount is called the interest. The agreement comes with an annual or yearly rate of interest expressed as a percentage of the borrowed amount. Let's say the borrowed amount is P, and the rate of interest is equal to I% per annum. This means per year, the yearly rate of interest. So if you borrow the money for 1 year, you pay back the amount paid back if the money is borrowed for 1 year is equal to P, the amount borrowed, plus the interest, which is I% of P. Now this is for 1 year. If the rate of interest is given as a percent, we need to change it to a decimal by dividing with 100. So if this is given to be 10%, say for example, the amount to be paid back after 1 year is going to be P plus 10% of P. 10% means 0.1. So that is going to be P plus 0.1 P, which is 1.1 P. That's how it works. And we might need more than a year to pay back. So let's say we need N years to pay back the money. This is the interest that you're paying for 1 year. Now, if you want to keep the money for N years, obviously they're going to make you pay more. So this is going to be multiplied with N. So if we may write that down, the amount paid back is going to be equal to the amount borrowed, P, plus I% of P multiplied with N, which is equal to P plus I over 100 if this I is expressed as a percentage, 10% or a 5% or a 2%. So that's I over 100, change it to a decimal, of P, that means times P times N. And there are two terms in this expression. P is the common factor. Let's take that out. This is equal to P times 1 plus, if you take the P out of P, you have 1. P times 1 plus, you take this P out, you have IN. And if the I is expressed as a percentage, you got to divide that with 100. This is the amount that you pay back after N years. Typically, this amount is paid back by making equal monthly repayments, also referred to as installments. So the monthly repayment or the monthly installment is equal to the total amount that you pay back, total amount paid, that's the amount borrowed plus the interest, divided by the number of months. Let's see an example or two at work. An advertisement offers a desk and a chair set for 70 Rand a month with 132 months to pay without any deposit. If the rate of interest is 8% per annum, that is the annual rate of interest, what is the cash price of the desk and the chair set? As this interest is expressed per annum, that is the yearly rate of interest, our first job is to change 132 months to a certain number of years. So 132 months is going to be equal to 132 divided by 12, which is equal to 11 years. Now the total amount paid from the numbers given in the problem is equal to, if you're paying 70 Rand per month and you do that for 132 months, you're effectively paying 70 times 132, which is 9,240 Rand. So if the cash price of the desk and the chair is P, if that's P, the amount paid is 9,240 in all, and that is equal to P times 1 plus the rate of interest 8 expressed as a decimal divided with 100 times the number of years, which is 11. So therefore we have 9,240 is equal to P times 1 plus, this is 0.08, 0.08 times 11 is going to be 0.88. So this is equal to P times 1.88. To find P, we divide both sides with 1.88. That gives us the cash price to be equal to 4,914.89 Rand. Let's try another one. Brandon buys a laptop that costs 300 Rand. He pays 11% deposit and opts for a higher purchase loan for 72 months on the balance. Interest is charged at 6% per year, and a monthly insurance premium of 6 Rand is to be paid. Calculate Brandon's monthly repayments. Our first job is to change the 72 months to a certain number of years because the interest is given as 6% per year. 72 months is equal to 72 divided by 12. There are 12 months in a year, which is equal to 6 years. And now we can apply the hire purchase formula that says that the amount paid is equal to the money borrowed. We are going to talk about this in a moment. The amount borrowed, it's not the cost of the laptop, times 1 plus the rate is 6%, so therefore this is going to be 6 over 100, which is 0.06, times the number of years, which is 6. And the question is, what is the amount borrowed? Now, if you look over here, he pays 11% deposit. That means he had to pay 300 Rand. He decided, okay, I'm going to pay 11% upfront. So 11% of 300 is equal to 11 over 100 times 300. You cross off the 100 with the 300, that's a 3. So he pays 33 Rand. And the balance, 300 minus 33, that is 267 is this P. This is the amount of money that he borrowed. And therefore, the total amount to be paid back is equal to 267 times 1 plus 0.06 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36, plus 1 is 1.36, which is equal to 363.12 rand. And on top of that, he needs to pay a monthly insurance of 6 rand. And he's going to do that for 72 months. So the interest paid is equal to 72 times 6 rand, which is equal to 432 rand. So the total amount that he needs to pay, that includes this amount and the interest, is going to be equal to the sum of the two, the total amount, and this is equal to 795.12 rand. And that has to be paid over a period of 72 months. Therefore, the monthly repayments is going to be all of that divided by 72, which is equal to 11.04 rand per month.